Shazad Sheikh, Motoring Middle East, and welcome to the 2015 Nissan Juke. Yes, this is 2015. I know it looks the same from the front, but believe me, there are some differences, or at least that's what I've been told. But you know, it's still a funky looking thing, and especially in this bright yellow color, it just suits it so well. I mean, if you're going to be different, then you might as well stand out with something like this. Most of the work apparently has gone into the back of the car, and they say there's more boot space, so let's have a look at the boot. Well, this boot is full of things of some kind, but anyway, there's a decent amount of space. Oh, look at that massive tub there. Some of it is taken up with the bits and pieces for the spare wheel, but generally quite a bit of space. And of course, these are split folding seats, so I wonder what the room is like in the rear. Let's have a look. Okay, as usual, I've set the front seat for myself, so yeah, it's a little bit on the tight side for me, but I am over 6 foot tall. My knees need a little bit more room there. Headroom 2 is a little bit tight for me. Still more of a 2+2. There are 3 sets of seat belts in here, but I think for 4 normal sized adults it would be fine. Certainly for 2 children it wouldn't be any problem at all. Time to get in the front, I think. So here we are. One thing that immediately struck me when I first got into this car, and you've seen the outside yellow color of the car, is why this center console, styled after the top of the petrol tank of a motorcycle, is red. Very strange, including the doors here and the felt here. I'm sure it's an optional thing. I'm sure you could specify whatever color you wanted, but I thought it should be color coordinated with the outside. So this thing has got a starter button here. By the way, you can't see, but down here is an aux and a USB lighter on this side. 2 cup holders, heated and cooled seats at the back. Big tray here for rear passengers. Decent size, actually a very deep glove box, in fact. Get a lot of stuff into there. Door pockets, all very handy. Let's start her up. This one's very well equipped. Press that to accept that. Hopefully there's no sound. You've got sat nav, you've got entertainment, you've got all the usual stuff in front of you that you would normally expect to have. Cruise control buttons on the steering wheel, remote control for the stereo system here on this side. You got a speedometer, you got rev counter, and a digital gauge in the middle. Let's go for a little bit of drive. There's traction control on the left, window controls here, seat controls here. Now, I don't know if you can see this, and you probably can't, but you might want to check the pictures which I'm going to post with the article review of this car on motoringme.com. This console here, there's 2 screens. This is a sat nav and entertainment screen up here, and then there's another screen here which is a separate console here. In this console it has climate control and sports mode in the one thing. Now you're wondering what I mean. I don't know if you can see this, but for example, now it's in sport mode, and I've got it in normal, or it tells you that the engine is normal, CVT, gearbox is normal, 6-speed CVT by the way, and all the rest of it. You put it into sport, and then you get like, okay, the engine now is in sport, CVT, etc. It shows you the boost. This of course is a turbocharged engine, gives you 190 brake horsepower, which actually, as you'll see on the road, is extraordinarily good for this car. They've definitely beefed it up from what it used to be before, that's for sure. But the interesting thing is that as I do that, you can see here normal, sport, eco, setup, drive info, eco info. When I press that, the same buttons, the information on the button changes the color, and it actually changes AC, off, and then the seat symbols on each side. I'm not sure how they've done that, but it's very, very clever. There is one problem with it though. When the light is on automatic, like it is now, even though it's daytime outside, the automatic sensor has turned the headlights on, which means that this has now gone blank. And in the daytime you sometimes cannot see that. So I'm going to turn the lights back on. Now it's time to take it for a little drive. Now I have to say, I wasn't really expecting much from this little Nissan Juke, because I drove one before, and the CVT did that thing about droning and just feeling really dull and uninspiring. It wasn't actually that perky, but they have clearly done a lot of work to the drivetrain on this car, because it's got a fair amount of juice now. You know, this 200 brake horsepower engine, near enough, has got plenty of power, and the gearbox has got proper step changes built into it that really make it feel like a proper gearbox. But there is actually even more to this car. Yes, it rides high. This is a front-wheel drive car, not a four-wheel drive car, and it rides high enough for me to be going off off-road, as you've just seen, even though, you know, it is not an off-road car. But it handles something like a hot hatch on stilts. I like the turning, I like the response, I like the way it hangs on to a corner. Bit of debris on this corner, so I'm going to slow down. But, you know, engine still makes a bit of a drone. You can actually do manual changes as well, so you can see it changes. And, you know, the thing is, you can spins an inside wheel on the corners. So, really impressed with this car. Mega improvement for what it used to be. Full review, motoringme.com. Check it out there.